What's up everyone, it's Ojh&x and we are back at it again, and in this video it is Blackfathom Deeps, it is Undead Week, and if you need a Thalnos deck to get you to full gold or to defeat those red difficulty dungeons, then this is the deck for you. So Thalnos as the leader, we're using the lifesteal talent on Thalnos. I don't know why, but we are. I think you can choose, there's probably better ones that you can choose, but that's what we're going with anyway. We've got Necromancer in there, summoning skeleton mages. We've got the Ghoul in there as our cheap, tanky unit. We've only got one spell in this deck, which is going to be the Arcane Blast with the talent to increase the radius on every time you do blast with it. We've got the Ojh&x in there with the Flame Burst talent for sort of Flame Burst talent for some direct boss damage, and just does great work on exposing sneaky bandits and taking out all of those squad minis that are in this dungeon. For our unbound tanking, we've got the Quillbore in there, this time with the poison talent, and our main damage dealer is the Pyromancer with the Pyroblast talent, who just does incredible work on clearing out squads and absolutely destroys gargoyles on the second boss. We're average level 25.9. This is going to be a level 28 Blackfathom Deeps, average cost of 2.7, so we can cycle around to those Pyromancers quickly, especially on the second boss where there's gargoyles coming out of left, right and centre. The relics that we get the rich purple silk shirt, so minis costing 4 or 5 gold deployed with a shield that absorbs the first attack against them. We've got the ranger's flask, so ranged minis attack 33% faster, and finally we've got the willful instruction, so after deploying your leader, the next undead mini costs 1 less gold. We did get offered lifesteal, we said no to lifesteal, we're going to try and continue saying no to lifesteal for as long as we can. That's the deck, they're the relics. Let's get into the run. Okie dokie, Gurgle, Murgle up first. So what we're going to want to do then is take the Siege Tower up on the right, get as many of the gold chests as we can, ignore the Siege Tower on the left, and if you've got Ojh&x in hand, get them played to the right hand edge of that bridge, get a Quillbore down straight away to distract. The Whelps will take out whatever's played, in this case the Ogre Mage, and will take out that Siege Tower for us. So that is a job done for us. We've got both of the gold chests, so that's fine. And we're not going to support the Pyromancer on the left. We're going to concentrate on making sure that we have established the Siege Tower up on the right. Ojh&x going down on the right side of the map there. That's going to stop those annoying Murlocs when they come out from that side. They'll walk straight into it, attack the Ojh&x, Flame Burst will take them out, and you don't need to worry about them at all. Played a Quillbore this time up on the right hand side to deal with those Murlocs up there because of the poison talent, and he did do a bit of a job of distracting that mage, and already we are looking alright. We're taking a bit of damage off that ogre mage there, not too worried about that. We're going to keep the pressure on, we're going to play the Ojh&x there. Again, Flame Burst coming down, a couple of Arcane Blasts, Quillbore into distract. You just saw Gurgle Murgle do its AoE stun, so everything is stood there looking rather silly at the moment. And that Ogre Mage has done a good job, unfortunately. But we're going to keep Arcane Blasting away, and with 2 minutes to go, we are absolutely in Ojh&x and Quillbore range at this stage. So all we need to do is concentrate on defending, and this is where Necromancer comes in really good, of spawning those skeleton minis for Prowler charges. The Prowler will charge onto one of the little skeleton minis rather than hitting the Necromancer, which is really good for us. That mage on the right is pretty much dead. We've just got some Ojh&x down in time to save that tower on the right. But even if we lost that tower on the right, like I say, the plan at this point is to stabilise ourselves here against this attack that's coming. So we're playing a Quillbore to keep that mage alive. And when I say mage, I mean Pyromancer. But the plan is to, the plan will be, when I stop defending and I feel like I'm feeling a bit more comfortable about things, the plan will be Ojh&x Quillbore on the boss, and we'll go from there. We've got 2 Necromancers down, a Pyromancer, a Ghoul. We've got all sorts coming down here. Quillbore going to come in to distract. Puts a bit of poison on old Gurgle Murgle there. Got such a big amount of minis coming in here with all of the Pyromancers and everything like that. Flame Burst coming down, a couple of Arcane Blasts. Let's move on. Baron Aquinas up second. We know how this one goes. It's a Gargoyle Onslaught, isn't it? And right off the bat, there's a Gargoyle. And this is why Pyromancer is absolutely OP in this one. Because with the Pyroblast talent, we'll just absolutely obliterate everything that is played. We were a little bit slow in... We could have probably saved our Pyromancer at that stage by playing something, but we didn't. We're going to get a Thalnos down and possibly a Ghoul to distract all of this, plus an Arcane Blast to level up our Thalnos, because our Thalnos is only level 24 and this is a level 28. Again, we don't want to commit too much to this right-hand side because the expectation is you can guess it before it even happens, that there's likely to be a Gargoyle played on the left side. So the sooner we can get this tower on the right, the better, and that'll just stop any ambush Gargoyles coming from that side. And the main push for us onto this left tower is going to be Whelpegs played into the poison, they will burst immediately, and then a Quillbore down to distract. And that's how we're going to quickly take that left siege tower, and that's where a lot of our pushes are going to come from. So even though we don't have Pyromancer in hand, Necromancer does do a pretty good job of slowing the Gargoyle down, plus with the Skeleton Mages being spawned, chipping away at the Gargoyle, so really, really good. So yet again, we've done the same as we did before. We've done the Whelpegs into the poison, we've done the Quillbore down to distract, and now we have got both towers. So that's good for us, because the left tower is the one where we're going to stage our attacks from. The right tower just stops us being ambushed by gargoyles. So good to keep both of them. The tower up in the top right corner now, I wouldn't get drawn into that at all. So I've played a Ghoul and I've played a Pyromancer. Because we've got quite a quick cycling deck, I am reasonably confident we can cycle back round to another Pyromancer if we play it early enough. So we played a Quillbore, we played Whelpegs on the boss. We've got a pretty big push going on there. We haven't quite got back round to the Pyromancer as quick as I thought we would have, but fear not, because 1 smack, 2 smack, 3 smacks, that's basically taken out that entire push. And yes, we did lose that tower, but Pyromancer is still alive and kicking, and we got some damage on the boss. And Pyromancer gained even more value by taking out that Dark Iron Miner as well. So we're going to set up for another push on the left. The AI has got all sorts coming down on the right. But at this stage, 2 Gargoyles, Griffin Rider, Bat Rider, a couple of we've got all sorts going on down there, but we have cycled back round to another Pyromancer, which has done really, really good for us. And Pyromancer, yet again, despite the fact that we lost that tower, we played the Pyromancer, we used the tower as our kind of tanking shield almost. Pyromancer could step off to one side, kill that entire push and reclaim the tower for us. So things are looking pretty good at this stage. Thalnos going to come down, get a bit of mining going on. And at this stage, like I say, now we've sort of half stabilised, and we can use, again, the Whelpegs into the poison, so they immediately burst to reclaim that tower. Pyromancer we've cycled back round to, a couple of smacks over there, and Pyromancer's going to do a good job of taking out not just the Gargoyle, but also the Bat Rider and the Griffin Rider. Pyromancer is absolutely incredible mini. Like, no 2 ways about it. We're going to blast an Arcane Blast or 2 there to get our Thalnos levelled up. So we've got 2 Necromancers. Oh, look, we're all in here. A Ghoul up front, a Quillbore tanking, some Whelpegs in there as well. An Arcane Blast, a second Arcane Blast. Massive push. Just be patient. Keep cycling Pyromancers. Easy peasy. Third and final boss, which I think is called Akumai? Something like that. Anyway, I've just played Whelpegs in the least optimal position you could wish to want to play them. So don't do that. You can play them a little bit closer to the Hydra and you can get rid of at least 2, if not 3, of the Murlocs. There, we've sort of soaked the damage on the right in the essence of being able to get a big push going to the left to take out that Hydra on the left and then get hold of that Siege Tower underneath the bridge. And what I've done by arcane blasting those last remaining Murlocs in front of the Hydra on the left is wake the Hydra up. So again, don't do that. That is an incredibly low skill play on my part. But the power of a Thalnos that's been boosted by a couple of Arcane Blasts and the Necromancer gives us the opportunity to get a little bit of mining done. And let's see how this push goes on the left then. Can we get anything going on here? The AI defending valiantly. Another Arcane Blast. Thalnos now 3 levels higher than he started. And we've got that tower on the left. We've got 8 gold in hand. We can start pushing around to the right now. Ghoul up front to tank. Thalnos smacking away from behind. And a Necromancer. And this push for the right... Hydra is looking pretty good. Don't ask what those 2 Arcane Blasts were, because they did nothing for us, because we didn't contest that gold chest at all. So I'm not 100% sure what I was thinking. So don't do that. But with the help of the Quillboar tanking on the right and with a level 27 Thalnos, so a triple boosted Thalnos and the Necromancer, we've got that Hydra down on the right. We've got over a minute and a half to go, and all we've got to do is get rid of this left-hand Hydra that's remaining in the top left corner, and then get through the boss. So make sure that you switch the selector to go left, so you don't have any of your minis just wandering through the like the lava waterfall. I've switched it left at the end. I wanted some of my push to go straight on to be able to claim that chest for us. Unfortunately, one of Thanos' little minis headed that way. And Thanos is now 5 levels higher than what he was when he started, which is good for us. Quillboar coming down to distract. There's probably a more optimal placement to get that done, but with a Pyromancer smacking away a couple of Thanoses and a Necromancer, we've absolutely made light work of all of the Hydra heads. And now it's going to be about putting together a massive push. Now, in the past, sometimes I've sort of split my pushes up and had some going for this left Hydra, some going for the right one. My new tactic is just to go all in on the left one, have that push switch to the middle one to just destroy that, as is happening now, and then have whatever is remaining to switch to the right. I have just Arcane Blasted a Kobold. The less said about that, the better. But we've got a pretty big push coming in here. We've got a level 32 Thalnos from all of the Arcane Blasts. So we've put 8 Arcane Blasts down while that Thalnos has been on the map. And with a minute of overtime to go, this is over. Ghoul coming in, Pyromancer coming in, a Thalnos coming in on the left, couple of Whelps, and a Quillboar in hand will be just enough for me, thank you. Another Arcane Blast on absolutely nothing, and like that, it is over. That was pretty good. I'm really, really pleased with that. Often quite tight on time, but not today. Final look at the deck then. I hope this helps you. If it does, give it a like and give it a subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.